some shoulder rolls. So just nice and gently rolling shoulders backwards. Inhale up and exhale down. Let's go 2 more. Bring out the arms in front of you. We're going to come into some arm openings. So take the arm around the corner, watch it with your eye gaze and get a lovely stretch through the chest, mobilising the whole of the spine. Lovely, let's go 1 more on each side. And relax down, we're just going to look over the right shoulder and over to the left. Nice and easy, just getting that neck nice and warm. Just gently looking up towards the ceiling and down towards the floor. And back into centre, we're going to come into the feet, so just lift the heels, spread the toes, get a nice stretch through the arch of the feet and into the toes. Take the arms in. Relax down, spread into the front of the feet. Lovely, 1 more on each side. And relax down, bring the arms up above the shoulders. I'm just going to reach up towards the ceiling as if you're picking an apple off of the tree. Trying to keep the pelvis level. Just really stretching up with the arms so you get a nice sort of stretch down the side. Lovely. Let's go 1 more on each side. And relax down. We're going to come into some roll downs, so just tuck the chin to the chest. Roll yourself forward, 1 vertebra at a time. Hang at the bottom. And then start to peel your way back up, restacking the spine. Head and neck, last things to come up. And let's go again. It's a nice gentle movement, just getting some more movement in the spine. Make sure the knees are nice and soft. Just hang wherever you comfortably hang. Ideally we're going for the floor, but if you don't get there, don't worry. And let's go again. Let's go 2 more. And last one. come into like a side plie. So take the legs slightly wider as if you're going to come into a squat position. You're going to slightly sink down, so you're not in a squat, but your knees are nice and soft. Transfer all the weight over to one side, really ground that leg, and then you're going to lift the other leg off of the floor, and we're going to go for 10 little side kicks out to the side. And we're really focusing here on this standing leg being a strong leg, grounding us through. And when you've done your 10, you're just going to transfer back to the middle, keep those knees nice and soft, over to the other side, same thing, ground that leg, and we're going to do 10 pulses on the other side. Last one. Lovely, back to centre. We're going to come into our dumb waiters, feet back to hip width apart, elbows tucked into the waist, and we're just taking the arms out to the side, slight squeeze through the shoulder blades. And on the next one, we're going to come into our Cleopatra. So as you come out, you take it wider, reaching towards the opposite sides of the room. If that's feeling comfortable. On the next one, we're going to come onto our toes as the arms come out and relax back down. Let's go 2 more. Last one. Okay, come to the edge of your mat or whatever you're working on. You're going to roll yourself forward. Come and lay yourselves onto your back. We're going to start into our hip twist. So you're going to start with your feet and knees together, arms out to the side, and you're just going to relax your legs over to one side, head and neck go the opposite way, and over to the other side. So it should feel nice, mobilising the whole way through the spine. One more on each side. Relax. Arms back down both sides. We're going to come into our leg circles. We're going to start by coming into a single leg tabletop. Stretch the leg out towards the ceiling. And then you're going to make nice controlled circles with the leg. And this is all about getting the hip joint moving more. So try and make the circles nice and big. And we're going to change direction of the circle. And just one more circle. Bring that leg back down to tabletop and resting on the floor. We're going to bring the other leg up. It's the same thing, come through to the tabletop, stretch the leg towards the ceiling and just make nice big circles. Get some nice mobility through the hip joint. Lovely, let's change direction in the circle. Two more circles. Relax the leg down into tabletop and then onto the floor. We're going to come back into that double tabletop. So we're going to lift one leg into tabletop, brace down some, bring the second leg in. We're then going to glue the legs together. Arms are going to come out to the side again, and you're just going to take the legs over to one side. Use the stomach muscles to pull them back over and over to the other side. So you're only going as far as you can control that movement before you sort of fall over. It's the same movement as our other hip twists we did earlier, just both legs off of It's a lovely one for spine mobility, but also works the core as well. Let's go one more on each side. Bring yourselves back to centre, one leg down and the other leg down. Bring your arms back to where they are. We're going to come into our shoulder bridges. So feet and knees hip width apart, upper back's nice and relaxed, and the neck should feel nice and long. You're going to tuck the pelvis under, peel the spine off of the floor, squeezing the buttock muscles. When you get to the top, you're going to take your arms from the floor, over the head, back down to the floor, and then release. Peeling your way back down to the floor. So tuck the pelvis under, peel the spine off one vertebra at a time, squeeze through the buttocks. When you're at the top, you take your arms over the head, touch the floor, back down to where they started, and then release from your shoulder bridge. Lovely. And we're going to go again. Go 3 more. Last one. Relax down. So we're going to come into our abs preps, interlace the fingers, place them behind the neck, so they're sort of hooking round into the neck, holding the head. The elbows should be in sort of peripheral vision, so just outside of your eye gaze. Make sure that your spine's in neutral, so if you need to, do a couple of tuck and tilts and come halfway. You're going to take a nice breath in, and as you breathe out, you're going to slide the ribs down towards the hips, and then back down. So you're coming into your crunches, but you make sure you're using the stomach muscles and not the neck muscles. You're not pulling on the head. Five more. Last one. And relax down. So we're going to come into our oblique preps. Same position, same start position. You're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you're going to bring yourselves up, but then curl towards the opposite knee and back down. So you come up, curl to the opposite knee and back down. So this is getting your oblique muscles, the side of the stomach muscles working. We're going one more on each side. And relax down, lovely. So our stomach muscles should be really awake now. We should be feeling it. We're going to come into our one leg stretch. So we're going to take one leg up into our tabletop, brace down the stomach, bring the second leg up into tabletop. From there, we're going to push the leg out to a 45-degree angle and bring it back to centre. So you're pushing out, imagining you've sort of got a button halfway up the wall that you're pressing with the toes, bringing it back into the tabletop position. is just making the stomach muscles work as well as the legs. Let's go one more on each side. We're going to relax one leg down and relax the other leg down. We're going to come into a knee hug, so just tuck, bring your knees in towards your chest and just hug them in, feeling a nice stretch through the lower back, the hips. Just allow the tension to release. Lovely, we're going to relax the feet back down to the floor, so back into our rest position, feet knees hip width apart, arms down by the side. So we're going to come back into that one leg stretch, but we're going to add in the arms now. So we're going to take one leg up into tabletop, brace and stomach, bring the second leg up. From there we're going to float our arms up towards the ceiling. So we're going to stretch our leg out like we just did, stretching out at 45 degree angles, but as we do, both arms go away from us. As we bring the leg back, the arms circle round in like a D shape. So push the leg away, both arms away. As the leg comes back, the arms circle round back to the start position. So we're doing one leg at a time, but both arms, they go straight back and then circle round. So we're making a nice D shape. Just making some work even more. Obviously the further our limbs go away from us, the more the abs have to work. If you can, add the breathing pattern in. Your exhale as everything goes away from you. Inhale back together. So exhale away, inhale together. We're going to do one more on each side. Last one. Float the arms back down to the floor, one leg down and the other leg down. Fabulous, we're just going to come into our knee hugs. Just relax off that tension. And relax down. So come onto your side. We're going to start by laying off into a nice straight line. We're going to come into our lift and lowers. So you start in a really nice straight line, make sure the waist is pointing down towards the feet and you're not sort of hunched up on yourself. The hand can come in front of you, just make sure it's light pressure and you're not sort of gripping on for dear life. And then you're just going to lift and lower with the leg. So you want to make sure that you're using your hip buttock muscles to do this and you're not just sort of compressing in at the waist. Do two more. And on your last one, you're going to hold up about so it's level with the hip joint. And you're going to take it forward a couple of inches and backwards a couple of inches. If you're struggling with your balance, just bend up the bottom knee. Give it a bit more support. So you should feel a nice burning in the hip buttock by now. Let's go two more. And relax it down. Fabulous. Bend up the knees, arms out in front of you. I'm going to come into the arm openings. So just take the arm overhead, relax it down onto the floor and back again. So you're following the movement with your eye gaze so that you get the mobility through the whole of the spine and the neck. You should feel lovely opening out through the chest. Particularly if you're still sitting at your desk all day, so it's a nice one to just mobilise everything, stretch everything out. Let's go two more. And last one. And relax down. Okay, so we're going to come into our side bends. So we want our knees between the 90-degree position we was just in and our clam. So we're somewhere between the two. From that laying position, you're going to prop yourself up so that your elbow is directly underneath the shoulder. From there, we're going to think about squeezing the knees in together and then lifting up the pelvis so that you come into sort of like a side plank and then release. So we lift and release. When you're comfortable with that, you take the arm with it so you get a really nice stretch through the side of the body. If this aggravates your neck at all, please stop. And let's go 4 more. And last one. And relax down. Okay, great, let's come onto the front. So relax the arms wherever you want them. We're just going to start with one leg kick, so just getting the hamstrings and the glutes a little bit more active. So you're going to bend the knee up to 90 degrees and you're going to go heel, toe, heel and release. Spin to 90 degrees and you've got those 3 pulses, heel, toe, heel and release. So we're going to keep alternating the legs, doing 3 pulses, just to strengthen up our hamstrings at the back of the thigh and our glute muscles, buttock. Let's go 1 more on each side. And when you're done, you're going to push yourself back into child's pose. So just relaxing the bottom down to the heels, arms stretched out in front of you, so you're feeling a nice stretch through the shoulders, the hips, the back, the ankles, and just relax into it. Forehead resting onto the mat, so you're nice and relaxed. Lovely, bring yourselves back forward onto the mat. So we're just going to work on the upper back a little bit more. So relax, forehead down to the mat, arms are going to be tucked behind you. We're coming into our breaststroke crabs. So we're just going to roll the shoulder blades in, reach the fingertips down towards the toes, and relax back down. So we'll roll the shoulder blades in, reach down with the fingertips so they're off of the mat, and relax down. So we're almost sort of imagining that there's some string attached to our fingertips. It's being pulled down. And you should feel this between the shoulder blades and slightly lower into the back, but still in the upper back, nowhere near the lower back. This is a great posture sort of exercise, particularly if you spend long periods of time at a desk. You tend to hunch forward. This is lovely just to bring you back again. This feels quite comfy for you. On the next one, as you roll the shoulders down and start to pull the fingers towards the toes, you're going to lift the head off the floor and relax down. So the shoulders roll first and then you lift as you reach down. It just allows you to reach a little bit further and you should feel the activation slightly lower into the upper back. Just make sure the eye gaze doesn't change, you're still looking at the mat. Let's go 2 more. The last one. And relax there. We're just going to come into a cobra. So bring your hands so that they're about lined with the shoulders. From there, you're just going to start to peel your way up so that you're looking out forwards. Now what you want to really focus on here is the ribs are still engaged and you don't just sort of hinge off the back because that's going to be quite sore. So you still want to be sort of tucked in and then lower yourself down. we're going to go back into that position again, so start to peel your way up. Keeping those ribs nice and engaged so you don't just sort of hinge off of your back like that. And relax down, we're just going to do one more here. So peeling the spine off, but keeping those rib cage nice and tucked in. We're going to relax down, then we're going to push ourselves straight back into child's pose. Just to stretch off the other way. So relaxing down, getting that nice stretch through the hips and the back. So we're in our 4-point kneeling position, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and we come into our opposite arm, opposite legs. So nice and controlled with the core, and we're just going to take right arm, left leg, and return to the middle. Swapping over sides, and back to the middle. So just try and keep those transitions as smooth as possible. Try and not let the stomach dip. This is a lovely strengthening exercise. It sort of does everywhere all in one go. You've got the core, the upper back, the buttocks, which I'm sure you can feel. A bit of balance, coordination. Let's go one more on each side. And relax down. We're going to come onto our other side to do the climb on the other side. Sorry, not our climb, we're doing our lift and lowers. So nice straight line, same thing, hand can come out in front of you, just don't grip on for dear life. And we're just going to lift and lower with that top leg. So you should be feeling this in that hip buttock area, like your back pocket of your jeans. We're going 2 more, and on this next one we're going to hold it up, and we're going to move the leg forward a couple of inches and back a couple of inches. So same thing as last time, if you need to, just bend that bottom knee up, just to give you a little bit more stability. If you're a little bit wobbly, you should be feeling a nice burn in the hip buttock region. Let's go 2 more. Last one. And relax it down. Bend up the knees, arms out in front of us, and we're coming into the arm openings. So just taking the arm behind you, getting that nice stretch through the chest, mobility in the upper back. Go 2 more. And this one. Okay, so we're going to come into the side bends on this side as well. So again, get that halfway position with the knees. So they're just a bit down from that 90-degree position. Prop yourself up onto your elbow so that the elbow is directly underneath the shoulder. Squeeze the knees, and then we're going to lift up into our side bend. And when you're ready, add the arm into it. So you get that lovely stretch in the side of the body. Let's go 3 more. Last one. And relax down. We're just going to start with a hamstring stretch, so just relax. Reach one leg up towards the ceiling, cup the back of the thigh and just hug it into the chest. Try and keep the leg as straight as possible. And it shouldn't feel painful. If there's any pain, just back off a little bit. It should just feel like a nice stretch. Lovely, pop that foot onto the other knee, and you're going to hug that knee in towards the chest. You should be getting a nice stretch into the gluteal muscle. This is a really great stretch for sciatica. And relax that foot down to the floor. We're going to swap legs. So I'm going to take the other leg up towards the ceiling, holding the back of the thigh, hugging that hamstring in, putting a nice stretch through the back of the leg. Lovely, pop that foot onto the opposite knee and hug it into the chest. And relax down to the floor. So we're going to take the soles of the feet together and just allow the knees just to drop out, and you're going to take your arms up above the head in our butterfly pose. So you should just be feeling a nice stretch, sort of through really, but in the inner thigh, up through the chest. Just allow everything to relax. Lovely. Bring yourselves back to normal. We're going to come up into a seated position. So just sit however you're comfortable, whether you're sort of cross-legged or legs behind you, whatever feels comfy. And we're just going to come into some spine twists. So we're going to come into prayer position. So place the hands together and then onto the breastbone. And then we're going to start to turn around. Get some nice mobility through the spine. One more on each side. Relax down. We can come into the back of the shoulders. So just take the arm across, parallel to the floor. Hug it with the other arm and look over the shoulder that you're stretching. You should get a really nice stretch through the neck, top of the shoulders, the upper back. And relax it down. We're going to swap shoulders. So same thing, pull the arm across, gently hug it in and look over the shoulder that you're stretching. Just get that lovely stretch through the back of the shoulders. And relax it off.